gonna be cheaper,
That's one thing I really liked about the farm for sure. That because we have a farm here, and you pay a membership or whatever, and your farm connection you can order online, and then you can order what they've got going on, like whether it's produce or meat or milk or ice cream. Sometimes they'll have it, and granted, they have this one caramel salt lick that's just fantastic. We can't.
I can't hear you.
See, there goes
Marie, is that Elena or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I followed some of your comments in the group. Where are you from?
I'm from Sacramento, but we just moved to Sparks, Reno, Nevada, last year.
Okay, so you're in Nevada, but you're originally from California?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 Calis and 2 Texas.
Yes.
And then we got Trey over there in Tennessee.
Can you hear me? I want to make sure you're hearing me.
Yes.
Okay, all
right.
Hey, this is scary, y'all. This is scary. I don't know. Oh, recording.
Don't say anything anymore.
Wait. No.
Let's talk about
this track. I love Big Brother. They're
right.
Just say that.
I love Big Brother. This is right.
Awesome.
This is crazy. I mean, this has never happened, but then again, actually, it's also really cool because you all were still able to be on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, I didn't want y'all to disperse. That's perfect. I'm sorry about that though. That I'm actually kind of scared. I'm looking around right now. Like,
I got some battle buddies in Tennessee if you need, Trey. I'll get you.
All right.
Yeah, right.
I'm in Tennessee right now. I mean, but this is crazy. Like, I'm okay. I gotta just not even allow my mind to go there. I'm gonna still ask these questions, but we're having this call. But let me introduce, I guess, everyone else. There seems to be a few people that popped on, Art and Mei. Guys, how are y'all doing? This is a full house. This looks amazing. Everybody looks beautiful. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to.
Yeah, I just have my mic muted.
No, you're good. I want to make sure Mei can hear me too. Can you hear me as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So let me actually jump back for a second and introduce, I guess, Art to D. D is our guest tonight, Art. But you know Giselle, and I'm not sure if you've ever met Elena as well, Art.
In the comments.
In the comments. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, in the comments. But while you were gone, we just formally introduced each other. Yeah. She's originally from Sacramento, but she's actually in Nevada now.
Let's go. I love it. There we go. Even when I'm gone, I wanted to still roll. That's perfect. And Mei, she is the newest member of the group, Diamond, aka Diamond. So this is her as well. Elena, Diamond, Art, Diamond, everyone Diamond. She's the newest member. And D again, Diamond, she's actually our guest for the night.
Thank you.
But I want to make sure that you can hear us too. So maybe you can still hear us, right? We're still good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Because it sounds like your mic goes out. But okay. All right, perfect. So I'm sorry, with whoever actually was talking last, can you repeat what you were saying? Or I think it was it Elena or was it D when I popped off?
I don't remember. We continued the conversation so long.
Oh yeah, just okay. It's cool. It's all cool. So then let's actually start back, but I guess we'll start with Art because I think you were the first person to actually hop in before I actually was kicked out. So the question, again that we proposed, we'll see if it disconnects again. Here we go. But the question that I have for you, Art, is: are most foods bad for us? And if so, why or why not? Like, do you think that most foods are bad, or maybe they're not bad? But if so, why do you think that is? Here we go.
The most foods, like before, like I actually got deep into my training and fitness. I really didn't know anything, you know what I mean? Like of what was good or what was bad. Like I always just thought, in my opinion, that fast food was just bad food, you know what I mean? But I still ate it or whatnot. As then, but as when I got into fitness, I just found out that it's a whole different ball game. It's not just strictly fast food that's bad for you. You know what I mean? It's just I made a comment earlier in one of my videos addressing bulk. When you asked that question, bulk and healthy, I mentioned that
Yeah.
having too much saturated fat is unhealthy for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can eat so much red meat thinking that you're okay, but you're steadily putting in that saturated fat in your body, man, and things could go south real quick with that.
Yeah.
So it's a hit or miss on that one. On the individual.
Yeah.
But like
Mhm.
in my personal opinion, there's a lot of stuff that ain't good for you, but we still do it anyways. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's where I look at that as. But I just try to
Mhm.
observe the nutrition fact, look at what's on the back of it, make good quality decisions by going off the nutrition fact to see where we're at on the quality of it.
Okay. Okay. So
I like my protein to be higher than the saturated fat.
you're right. So
Yeah.
you think that it's a matter of just your own perception. In a sense, it's you going out there looking at the back of the nutrition, seeing what it is out there, and you possibly can find something.
Right.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I love it. Now hold that perspective because I have another question for you that I kind of want to tie into it. But May, let's bring you in here. Let's bring you in the conversation. All right. So in terms of, I guess, food in general, do you feel like most foods are bad for us? If so, why? And if not, why not?
I feel like it depends on how much you eat of it
Okay.
or what you're eating,
Okay.
because you can't just sit there and just shove it up your, mouth and then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It just depends on what you're eating and
Yeah.
how much you eat of it, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Absolutely. So moderation, pretty much moderation.
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely understand that. Okay. So Elena, before I was, cut out or whatnot from the government, um, you stated, or you made a pretty big statement that I kind of wanted to address with the group as well, and that was most foods these days are probably not. It's probably almost impossible to find anything that is completely natural.
Yeah.
Would you all agree with that? All right, I know you just stated how we could probably find something here. May just said moderation. I know Giselle and D, they both kind of agree with that as well. But I want to get everyone perspective of that statement before I move forward.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely agree with that because finding anything that's purely grass fed is pretty hard. And then even like because a lot of stuff like even like the red meat and stuff like that, it's still been touched one way or another.
Mm,
Um, but like when you find something was purely grass fed, man, it's like you breaking your wallet just trying to buy it.
yeah. I'll say that.
But yeah, I could definitely agree with that.
Mm, mm. Whew. Okay. There's a correlation, but I want to get May's perspective too. What's your perspective? Do you agree with that as well, or do you think, like you said, moderation? We're good.
I agree with art. It's very expensive if it's not processed.
Mm, okay. No. I definitely understand. Okay, so then there seems to be a correlation in terms of pricing. Like y'all said, if the food is natural, if it's something that is naturally grown for the most part, beneficial for us, it's breaking the wallet. Okay. So then if that's the case, do you all think that business industries are in a sense trying to kill us? And why not?
Yes.
Anybody? Wait, say that again.
I said
Don't go
yes.
there. They're gonna turn your
No,
lights off again.
we going there. Go yeah, we go. I just don't want the lights to go. I'm just like, I'm waiting for it, but I was like, okay, we're good. But we're going. Come on, like, this is my next question. So, are they? Yeah, in a sense, are businesses in the food industry? McDonald's. I'm gonna name them: McDonald's, Burger King, Kroger, Publix. I'm not. What you say?
Nestle.
Nestle.
Right?
There you go. Nestle. Yeah, come on. I mean, even like some of the healthier chains. Was it home goods or home foods or what's it called? Home like there's like
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
Whole
Whole
Foods.
Foods. Like even that like is is there anything there that's even valuable? Like, are those industries or food chains trying to actually kill us? And if so, why or why not? Anyone can take this.
I don't think that they're directly trying to. Sorry, I'm very extroverted and I just jump in there.
Yeah, no,
I don't think they're
please.
trying to directly kill us because someone dying is a customer lost, right? But on the flip side, a customer cured or a customer better health is also a customer lost too. So they're more geared towards the here goes my lights, right?
I was
The financial part of it, the financial benefit, as opposed to worrying about, oh, is this really better for the consumer? Is this really a good food? For example, like Big Pharma, right? I'm a nurse practitioner. I prescribe meds, but on the flip side, it's like if such and such medicine cured bipolar, then they would not have to be on meds for lifelong anymore, right? So why would you do that? Because again, that's all that revenue that you'd lose, and all the big wigs in the suits up in the penthouses in the sky offices. They don't want to do that because they enjoy their yachts and they enjoy their Leo DiCaprio movies kind of thing, kind of Wolf on Wall Street. They enjoy that, so why would they take it? You know, that's where I think it's an indirect result. But on the flip side too, it's like if they can try to keep it to where it's okay, just under that line of okay,
on that
then
line,
they can keep it rolling for a while.
Yep. I've heard a statement called create the poison and then sell the cure, right? Isn't that a statement? Like create the poison and but then also create the cure and then sell that.
Right.
Once you sell the poison. Right. Let me ask you this though. I didn't know that you were a nurse practitioner. So being a nurse practitioner, that also would probably mean that you would be out of a job. Right, if there were more people that were actually, so would you be okay with that? I just have to ask that, right? Wow.
Because well, this is the thing, right? So, do I want to be out of a job per se as far as the financial part of it? No, but do I want there to be specifically the niche that I work with mental health for veterans. So I give back to my fellow veterans, right? At a nonprofit that provides free to low cost mental health care and medication management, right? So I would love to see veterans and their family members not dealing with mental health issues. I would love to see them. I'd love to be able to say, okay, you're going to take this for 10 days and then boom, done. Your symptoms are going to be gone. I'd love to be able to say that, like with antibiotics, right?
Absolutely.
But unfortunately at this point it's not there. But do I deep down want that? Yeah, I absolutely do, because I know some of the things that they struggle with, whether it's nightmares or it's irritability or it's mood swings and manic episodes or psychotic symptoms where they're having hallucinations or, those kinds of things, and self-harming because of these things. Yes, I absolutely want to take that away from them. But that's where the nurse part of me comes in, where it's caring. I love that I have a job, but on the flip side, I'd love to be out of a job to where it means it doesn't exist anymore.
That this will definitely be a snippet. Beautiful. I love that response. Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess we can make our way around. So, Elena?
What was the question?
No problem. I'm afraid to say it, but I'll say it again. When my lights will go out.
I remember. You don't have to say it again. I feel like she said, I don't feel like they're trying to kill us directly. I think it's more of this might take away some of their lifespan, but it's going to benefit us now. So by the time that they are gone, we'll already have more customers to sell to. So, I mean, it's just, they don't care about our lives. It's not that they're trying to kill us, but they just don't care. This might take some years from them, but oh well, and then that's also, we're helping the medical industry because, if we create an illness through all these fatty foods, processed foods that these stomachs can't always tolerate, then we have nurses and doctors keeping their jobs and making more money because we're sending all these, clients to them, all these patients to them to help cure and make better so they can come back and buy our food again.
And that's that poetry coming out. That was so poetic. Like the words are so poetic. I was like, dang, that's so true. But said so beautifully. That's so true. Come on, Art. We got to get you in here, man. This is good.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, I don't think I could top those two answers. You know what I mean? D put it like hit the nail, and then Elena just hit it right too. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think that they're like deliberately trying, but then again, it's like you look at it from the other side. The flip side of it is like, man, they don't care about Art. They don't care about Giselle. They don't care about Dee. They don't care about Lana. They don't care about my man Trey. They just oh my girl May May. You know what I mean? They just hey, another customer through the door, another customer out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So it's kind of rough on that one. So, but yeah, I really can't top what the other two ladies just said.
Yeah.
But that's how you look. That's how I look at it, though. You know. What I mean?
Yeah. And you're saying too the why is also you think that's the money as well, the root behind all this evil. Okay, it's money. That's what you're saying. Money. It's money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
sir.
got you.
That's at the end of the day. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's pretty much what it comes down to. You know what I mean? Like people's health. You know what I mean? That's the last thing you're looking at. You know.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I appreciate that. Meme, your perspective. We gotta get you in there.
Well, I agree with everybody because they basically answered it. Money and both ways.
Yeah, money in both ways. Okay. So both the aspect of healthcare, but then also the healthcare cycling back into the food industry.
Yep.
Gotcha. I love it. And Giselle, if you want to add anything to that as well, or say anything else.
I agree with everyone too, for sure. You know, yeah, it might not be directly, but it's just a whole game, really, and it's like kind of like what Elaine and Dee were saying too, like a way to like prolong it. You know,
Yeah,
it's like it's crazy. Like they don't directly kill us, because if that were the case, we would all probably be dead already. But it's still like it's just like a long lasting type of disease or a long lasting illness. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. And the same for money. It's always money.
Absolutely. Always money. Always money.
You know, and
Always
then
money.
the other flip side of it is crazy is that, you know, you can see all these promotions, like how for the big name companies, like how you said, even with the fast food restaurants, you can see all these commercials, but you don't never see a commercial talking about, you could probably put years on your life if you switch from regular red meat to lean protein.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You won't see that. You don't see it, and you don't see like healthy stuff like that being promoted. It's like, why?
Yeah.
But you could definitely see, you could flip the channel and see, you know, Popeyes, hey, buy the 2-for-1 special. Hey, it's, you know what I mean? Hey, get that Cardi B meal. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know
The
what I mean?
rappers are in. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like, but you can see that, but yeah, it's like, it's crazy. Hey, you know, hey, buy some lean protein. It's gonna, you know, it's way better for you. But you don't see that, you know what I'm saying? You see all the promotion of everything was bad for you, and you don't see the stuff was good for you. Hey, have a protein shake twice a day. You can save half your calories. Yeah, I mean, just anything like healthy. Well, I don't know, probably going off the other end on that, but
no, you're not. You're not. Yeah, you're going into the
yeah, but you don't see it though. You know what I mean?
You have to buy 2 salads for $5. It's always buy 2 greasy burgers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for real.
That's so true. Right. It's never buy 2 salads for $5. That's a good example.
And whenever they do promote something quote unquote healthy, it's a lot of fat burners. It's a lot of quick results.
Yep.
You know,
and stuff to
like
get you to
that.
spend money.
Detox teas, all these type of things. So yeah, that's what makes it even more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it that way. Yeah, they're quick to say the fat burning pill or the fat burning drink, but they're not ready to tell you to sit down and tell you about, you know, a calorie deficit or anything like that.
Right. I didn't even know what a calorie deficit was until like maybe like maybe like 2 years ago. I was like, what the heck is this? What are calories? I was like, I didn't know anything. I was like, what are calories? Like, I didn't know any of that. Calories in, calories out. Yeah, I didn't understand any of that stuff. But like to see that, this is something that like Art said, they're not promoting the lean meat. They're not promoting, like Elena said, the 2-for-1 special in terms of salads. It's like to me actually, and it's actually this actually leads me to another question. But to me, that actually sounds disgusting. Like the 2-for-1 salads, it just sounds boring. But again, it's like, why? Why does those things sound so? Then, in a sense, my next question to y'all would be, in some sense, are we in a sense being trained? Like, so again, how far back is? Dang, this is actually another question. I don't want to jump there. I think I'll jump there. Let me just go with the flow. Okay, so are we responsible for our food addictions in a sense, or do the owners or suppliers of the food chains or industries, are they more responsible? Like, where does the responsibility lie? If we're being nurtured from birth, in a sense, right? Like, my mom would talk about how she would mix baby formula with like Captain Crunch because because I the breast milk wasn't enough for me. So she wouldn't be up there cracking up. That's what she was like, this. She said I just kept crying. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna mix some Captain Crunch in this baby formula. And she would shake it up and she would give me Captain. So I love Fruit Loops and I love that type of food now. So if that's messed up, Giselle, why are you looking like she's like, dang, Trey's childhood is jacked up.
And you know what? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, because
No, go
low key, if I'm being honest, those are the worst cereals. Those are the worst. Those are the worst. I'm just being honest.
just throw me underneath. Just throw me underneath the butt. Go ahead.
No,
It's all right.
just
It's all right.
Okay. Is this to say our parents are responsible? Because
I was gonna
I
bring
mean,
that up.
Trey's mom is over here feeding him Captain Crunch formula milk, but my husband's mom was over here feeding him bean juice in a bottle. I
Oh,
mean, he was pretty bulking, like,
that protein. Yeah, he had that protein.
growing up into a child because he got all that fiber and protein in him.
I almost equate it to like, and this is gonna sound really serious, but I almost equate it to like an abusive cycle. So like my parents taught me this, and and I'm gonna teach you this, and I'm gonna teach you this, and as it goes down, it takes someone in there to break that cycle. Like, for example, my mom with her cheesecake at the commissary. Oh, you did so good walking around the store with me. I'm gonna give you a big old slice of New York cheesecake. Or, something like, oh, you did so good at your this or that, and here's some food to reward you. Or if you do this, you get some food for this or that. And I've had to break that chain, and getting my girls to be on board with that is not the easiest.
Yeah.
I'm honest with you on that.
Yeah.
Because I do love sweets and they love sweets and we indulge sometimes, but on the flip side, seeing like my soccer player, her performance has improved since we've been eating healthier. And I've seen my youngest daughter getting a healthier, leaner physique and everything. And it's really made a huge difference. And to not be so chained down to the sweets and the sugar and the candies and this and that, it's really freeing. So I think it's breaking that chain is where, even though we've learned these things, I think breaking that chain is the important part.
Well said. Well said. Well said. Does anyone else have anything to say? Like, who are we to blame? I want to. Maybe I know you're a little quiet right there. Art, you can jump in here too, but y'all not hiding. Don't know. If my lights are gonna go out, your lights are gonna go out too. But
yeah, the crazy thing about it is it's kind of like vice versa with me. Like right now, you know what I mean? I'm on a perfectly good diet. I eat pretty much clean, you know what I mean? But with my parents, when it comes to my son, like it's a totally different ball game. My son, like, I hate to say this too, man, but my son, man, is knocking out them Cardi B meals like it ain't nothing. Like, he would sit there and tear up a quarter pounder and then hit the fries, and then I'm just sitting there looking at him like, I'm like, man. And then it's my parents who do it, you know what I mean? It's not me, you know what I mean? Of course, when he sits down and eats at the table with me, he's always, of course, he's eating on what I'm eating. But when it's like with my mom and my dad, it's like kind of hard. And then it's like I try to say something about it, and then it's like my dad could just give me that look, and I'm like, man, we ain't little no more. You know, I mean, you can't give me that look no more. But you know what I mean. But it's like it's kind of crazy, like on that behalf, because it's hard on me to actually keep it going because my
Yeah.
parents they're the one that's
Yeah.
influencing it. Yeah, I'm like, man, you need to stop hanging around with your grandma and grandpa.
Man, that you're bringing up something really good, but I want to bring Meme. You getting too quiet.
Yeah.
I need to hear from you. What do you think? I need to hear because you're also a parent, so I want to ask you this too. But what's your response in regards to that as well? Who's responsible for all this food addiction? Yeah.
Both parties. It's
Mm.
like when I started my journey, uh my mom used to feed my daughter fufu. You know what that is, right?
Food. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
early in the morning and some tea.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like it's hard for my daughter to take in any proteins in the morning.
Yeah.
Last week I made her some protein shake smoothie. She hated it. She's like, it's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
It's nasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Like it was so hard. And then she
Yeah.
ended up eating that fufu soup that my mom made her. So it's like both parties, you get
So
addicted to it.
see that right there. And Art, you mentioned this too. Again, we have a lot of people on who are parents. Elena, Giselle, I know me and you are not, parents as of yet, but I know this is coming for us both. And D, you as well. So then how do you handle the moments where you're trying to literally pull your children away from the bad stuff, and then you have the grandparents, or maybe it's the husband, or the wife, or maybe it's the other significant. Like, how would you handle that? Because that is scary. That's a scary situation. I feel like that could break up families. It's like, I told you not to give them this. No, but I'm going to give them that cheesecake. They did so well. They love it, or they love my peach cobbler. It's like, all this type of stuff. So I would get fed all of that. But how do you fight family members that are trying to force or enforce foods that you're trying to, in a sense, untrain your children from eating? How do you all handle that as parents?
One thing I'm gonna say is it's hard for me, especially because no one trained my son to eat the way that he does. He just So backstory, when he was born and as he started eating solid foods, I used to puree everything myself. I used to buy organic fruits and vegetables, make him I used to buy those refillable pouches and puree all his foods and veggies and everything. And as he got older, started feeding him, here's some fruits and veggies to try. And just as he started getting older, he was like, no, I don't like it. No, I don't like it no more. No, I don't like it no more. And then all he eats now is, I swear to God, all he eats is cheese. He's lactose intolerant, but all he eats
after my own heart.
He'll eat quesadillas, he'll eat pizza, he'll eat cheeseburgers, he'll eat mozzarella sticks, anything with cheese, he'll eat it. But
That's my daughter right there. Yo.
You got to switch up the game. You got to throw in that fat-free cheese on them. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
because
he's so picky.
Yeah, no. Well, this is what I do. Like, I'll get some top sirloin, or not. I'll go with because see, my daughter, like, she loves, because like before I got into fitness, we used to always have steak, like literally 2 times, 3 times a week. We used to have ribeyes, wow. T-bones. Yeah, really a lot. And then until I got into my fitness.
That's Texas, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, but I found out when I got into fitness, it wasn't really that good. And then she would always be like, Dad, let's eat some steak. So, what I do is I go out and I get the bottom round, and I'll chop it up. And then when I do that, I can even get some flank steak or some, down here, we got some sizzle steak, very low fat content. It says like 3.5 to 4.5 grams of fat. And then what I'll do is I chop it up real fine, and I'll make with some fat-free cheese. And then I'll get some low-carb tortillas, put it all together, and then it's probably like maybe like 340 calories per 4 servings, wow. and plus the tortillas. And I give it to her, and she loves it. But she doesn't know the difference. So, but if I was to tell her, yeah, this is this type of steak, and she thinks it's a regular old steak. That's how I get over on my 12-year-old.
So trick her. You got to trick him. You just trick him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy, but trying to get her better.
I love
would
that.
Say, for me, it's like, because I even tell my patients this. I'm like, toxic is toxic. I don't care if you're family or not. That's the way it is, right?